Hi there, so this is just a short video explaining the changes that I've had to make to the Reactamin, or what was the Reactamin. There was a video that I did before for a previous module that explained how that all worked. I'll put a link on the screen for that. For the Reacturtle, we just had to make some changes. I say we, it was myself and someone that I consulted with, a software engineer called Jacob Smith. So with the updated version of the Reacturtle, we just needed to make sure, the most important thing was that we needed to make sure that it was wireless. Previously, the Reactamin used an Arduino Uno, so it was directly connected to a computer with a USB cable. However, for the Reacturtle, I wanted to make that completely wireless. So I opted for swapping out the Arduino Uno with a different microprocessor called an Huzzah32, which has an ESP32 wireless chip in it. So that allows us to use the wireless capabilities and connect it via Bluetooth instead of using a cable. So here within this sketch, we've got an explanation here of the sketch, which I'll include in the supplementary materials. So here it just explains that we're using the serial bt.print function there. So it's using Bluetooth to detect the device rather than using a cable. All the other functions pretty much the same as it was before with the Reactamin. We've got the custom functions like the button read. So two of the buttons and one of the switches are basically just on-off switches, which activate one of them activates the sound on the Reacturtle, one of them stops the sound. That's called the panic button, and one of them reverses the playback. So those things are done within the Max MSP patch. The pot read function is the potentiometer that I've got on the Reacturtle, which I had before, which controls the speed of the playback. And the sensor read here is for the ultrasonic sensors. We now have two ultrasonic sensors instead of one. One of them controls the frequency cutoff of the audio playback, and one of them controls the resonance independently. And you can play around with the settings within the Max MSP patch too for that. In the actual sketch itself here, you can see, as before, not much has changed. I've still actually called it the Reactamin up here. I should probably change that to Reacturtle now. But as you can see here, we've got the panic button, the random button, which triggers the different sounds. We've got the switch, which is now the reverse playback switch, the pot, and the sensors. We discovered through testing that the most accurate range for the sensors was between 2 centimeters and about 40 centimeters, or I think it was 42 centimeters. So we've set that here in the settings here in the loop here, and you can see here we've got everything is connecting to Bluetooth, so we're using the serial bt.print function there for that. So that's just a brief explanation of the Arduino sketch for the Reacturtle.